Alright, so this is a request from one of my homies. He told me to react to this. Fleece Johnson is crazy. I know it's gonna be some wild. No jumper. Please don't do anything to my channel, okay? Please. I don't want to come on here and watch all your videos. You feel me? Unless y'all like these Fleece Johnson videos, we'll watch some more. But Adam, you're already making, you know what I'm saying, buku bread, bro. Please do not strike my channel. Don't do nothing to me, bro. Please. I beg you. Bro, like, I'm just here to watch. It probably, hopefully got the views, but it might not. You know what I'm saying, Adam? So don't, know what I'm saying, bro? Let some of us eat, bro. I want to eat. So, please.
So you just told that story
don't
about
stop
that
me
guy
from eating all the way.
trying to molest you and that you basically may or may not have killed him. When do you first take interest in another man and actually go about breaking another guy down? Break down that scenario.
I was in the shower.
Breaking another guy down is crazy.
Actually go about breaking another guy down. Break down that scenario.
I was in the shower. Well, every time they bring sissies into prison, I was the one that'll run my mouth to them. Cuss them out, tell them they were dirty and nasty. That I hope God I'll take them and put them in bundles and burn them. All this stuff. And then they brought one in. He was just like a woman. And he had a big old butt like Serena Williams. And he was really like and I'd take him and put him in bundles and burn them. All this stuff. And then they brought one in. He was just like a woman. And he had a big old butt like Serena Williams. And he was real nice. He said, can I talk to you? I said, no, you can't say nothing to me, fag. You know, all that. He said, what did I do to you? I said, shut up. And then one day I was in the shower by myself. I usually like taking showers when nobody's in there. You know, I don't want to go through all that old
What? What were you scared of in the shower?
Everybody coming to see, in the prison I was in, they had this thing called saltpeter. You ever heard of that?
Saltpeter?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? I forget.
It's supposed to something you put in the food. It's supposed to make it to where you can't get aroused.
Right, yeah.
But if you put too much, it'll have the reverse effect. Everybody's hard, right?
Oh, wow.
So they had sissies working in the kitchen, and they was deliberately putting more to get everybody hard and locked up all the time, right? So every time you stand up, your shit is locked up. So I'm in the shower, and this dude come in, this little gay dude. I didn't know he was in there, and I was washing I had a lot of hair then. I was washing my hair, and I heard somebing. I turned around and looked. I seen him from the back, and that soap was going down his back and going through the crack of his big old bubble ass of his. I said, oh, God. And I'm hard, so I'm like, I said, I'm him. I said, he's scared of me already. So I said, I'm going to take his chance. So I went in back of him. I said, hey. He said, yeah. I said, can I get some of that?
Can I get some of that? It's crazy. You know what's sad about this, bros? It's somebody's watching this video right now on brick. It's somebody watching this video right now bricked up from what he's saying right now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You ain't right. You ain't right, you feel me? If you swing that way, you swing that way, you feel me? But some of y'all, it's somebody that's undercover right now. Someone sitting there bricked.
He said, yeah.
Bricked.
Said, you tell somebody I'm going to beat you to death. I said, I want you to know it. Anybody you tell, he said, I ain't going to say nothing. So that was the first time I ever come was in a man. And I almost blacked out, man. My whole body just went numb. I said, ooh, is this what it feels like? And so I wanted it again and again.
Wait, but so was this guy gay?
Yeah, he was already gay.
Okay, so this didn't take any convincing on your part.
No, he was already, he came in prison gay. And he wanted to be respected.
Man, prison is a scary place. I ain't gonna lie, for many reasons. Bro, and I'm from Chicago. I'm in Chicago, so you know we got Glock dookies and everything. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Imagine being locked up with Fleece Johnson in jail, and you got Glock dookies. Like, it's so much they can go wrong,
And there was a
bro.
lot of people wanting him. They were trying to fight over him to get him. They was offering him like tens and twenties of thousands of dollars, and they had that type of money.
To be their boyfriend?
Yeah, see, when you think of prison, they had one guy in there that I protected, and he got 387 acres of land. He got over 150 heads of cattle. He got all that. He was never been in trouble, but came home one day and caught his wife with another man and killed both of them. So they sent him to prison. You got a lot of people in prison that is filthy rich. They made a mistake where they killed somebody through some type of jealous relationship. But when they come to prison, they need somebody to protect them because they got a lot of money. And so, you know, people were trying to fight over him, but the third time I him, I got caught. Some dude caught me pulling out of him, and he was one in camp that I know he gonna run his mouth, so I might well go on and fight him right now. And I popped him in the mouth. So when I came out of the hole, everybody was coming to me. They said, "Man, you in the game?" I said, "Yeah, I'm in the game, and I don't care what y'all think, right?"
And the game is crazy.
But I didn't know nothing about sex, right?
Right. Because this is your first time with
Yeah. And
Oh, so his first time. Oh man. Wow. See, I don't know. Like, see, we gotta watch a full Fleece Johnson story. We all know Fleece Johnson from the Boondocks being a booty warrior, and then we know we don't watch like one video on this channel about him. But we gotta watch his story. I didn't know he must went to prison young then, bro, because that was his first time getting someone was in prison, and obviously he was with a man. Like, that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
boy that he started getting paranoid. So I was gambling one day, and he whispered in my ear and said, "I want to tell you something." I said, "What is it, babe?" He said, "I've been to the doctor."
He done broke
I
folks
said,
back.
What's wrong? He said, "I'm pregnant." Man, I went nuts. I actually thought that I got him pregnant, right? 'Cause I didn't know nothing about sex, right? I said, "Oh, God." I said, "Look, man, somebody take my hand over." I picked him up in my arm and swung him around. I said, "Did they tell you if it's a boy or a girl?" He said, "No, not yet." And so it got so bad that the war.
Did they tell you it's a boy or a girl? It's crazy. Yeah, we gotta look at Fleece Johnson's story, cause Fleece, come on now. We all know, we know the basic anatomy and science of how, like, come on, Fleece. I ain't gonna lie. Is it a boy or girl? Is crazy.
At the prison.
Oh my God.
Had me brought to his office. And I said, "Look, Warden, I know I can't keep the child here at the prison, so I'm wondering if y'all could put my child somewhere where I can get some visitational rights." And he just looked at me like saying he's sick, And he had a therapist and this lady, she said, "Well, I want to talk to you, Mr. Johnson." I said, "About what?"
Had a mental
She said,
evaluation.
"About your child." I said, "What about my child?" "You don't have." I said, "Look, man, who's this bitch?" And I'm ready to go off, right? And it took me a day to take me through a whole bunch of mental stuff before I realized that he wasn't pregnant because he put something up under his t-shirt and made his belly big. And when I tried to touch it, he said, "Get away from me. Don't you touch it. You ain't got the right to touch this baby because you the one to say you didn't want it, and you let everybody tell you I wasn't pregnant. But nigga, you looking at my stomach right now. What you think now?" I cried everything, man.
So he was just on some crazy, or was he just looking for attention?
He wanted to be a woman so bad.
People be like this in the real world. If you laughing and think this crazy, just know Don't change your mind when you mindset about people in the real world who be acting like they pregnant. They not. People do this all the time. Don't think that's because it's in prison. Now you can laugh. You're so stupid. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Scene right there.
Oh dear.
Well, it took me through a lot of mental stuff, but it didn't stop her.
That's one of the craziest things I ever heard. Was there, okay, when you first had sex with this man in the showers, was there any part of you that just felt kind of disgusted by having had sex with a man, or was it just pure happiness?
Yeah, that's the first time. Once you do it, the first thing is anger. You get anger at yourself. You'll be like, man, I can't believe I.
Once you bust that nut, a lot of times you feel different, even with a woman.
Yeah, man. I felt angry. I felt like angry, and then I kept thinking about how good it made me feel, though. You know, I said I calmed in here, man. I didn't know nothing about sex except that, you know, I got to take care of my wife, and I went nuts over him.
If you haven't checked out,
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad, bro. He really didn't know nothing about life, and he's sitting up there in prison, really experiencing literally everything in life for the first time. You know, as much as he can experience. You know, like that. At the same time, this video was a little funny, but at the same time, it is kind of sad, bro. Like that's sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a fault with you.
All you know is kick back, run for me back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch. Let's take a nap, sipping on my cup, slide in the traffic, ride in the traffic, waiting on the traffic.